So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 1st down. Here's Burrow rolling to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 and out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard, his 2nd sack of the night.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
Watson just beating the play clock. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 6-yard line.
Now Burrow. Out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get on my way a little bit.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nick Chubb.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He was looking for John Ross that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Joe Mixon, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Tighten up. 29 is the Mike 29.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a short gain down to about the 33. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run is James White. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 40 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Watson taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Browns. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff comes to Chubb. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This is Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Actually on for the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The 29-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
They'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Set. 19. Come on, now. Check 13. Check 13. Jump.
Now Chubb running right. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Kill. 26. Check. 55.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Watson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Bengals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Burrow on the move to his left. Going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow, rolling to his right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here we go with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Burrow going to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
21. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From just now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Bengals grab it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bengals.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score, Bengals 35.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Bengals 30.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cincinnati, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.